Have you ever looked at your bank account at the end of the month and thought, where the hell did my money go? Yeah, me too. Not long ago, I realized I had no idea where my money was going. I wasn't reckless, I wasn't extravagant, but somehow, I was always broke by the 25th. That fear of staying stuck in that cycle pushed me to do something radical but realistic. I gave myself a challenge. Save $1,000 in just 30 days. No lottery win, no second job, just strategy, self-awareness, and a plan. And today I'll show you exactly how I did it, step by step. 6 powerful actions, 1 serious result. But here's the catch. You have to stay until the end, because the last step, it's what made all the others work. And it might be the one thing you're not doing. Let's get started. Most people treat budgeting like a diet. Strict, miserable, and easy to quit. But I approached mine like a financial MRI. I needed to see where the problem was. Every dollar, every habit, every hidden leak. So I pulled my last 2 months of transactions and categorized everything. Rent, food, subscriptions, gas, and Starbucks. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the avocado toast ruining me. It was the frictionless $4 here and $9.99 there. Pattern interrupt. You know what's more dangerous than a big purchase? A small one you don't remember making 30 times. By getting painfully honest, I found $300 in unnecessary expenses in week 1 alone. The truth hurt, but it was also the first step to taking back control. Ready for a harder truth? The next step challenged my comfort zone and my closet. Let me ask you something. How many things do you own that you haven't touched in over a year? An old phone, a dusty guitar, that fitness tracker you wore for 6 days. I sold them all. Seriously, I made a rule. If it doesn't earn, inspire, or serve, it's gone. I listed unused items on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Mercari. The response? Instant. People want your stuff. They just don't know you're hoarding it. By the end of the second week, I had made $280. With 0 startup cost, no new skills, just things I already owned. And with each item I sold, I felt lighter, richer, more in control. But here's the catch. Saving money isn't just about what you get rid of. It's also about what you don't give away in the first place. No Amazon, no takeout, no gas station snacks just because. For 7 days, I put my spending on lockdown. Essentials only. It wasn't easy. The first 2 days felt like detox. My fingers hovered over the buy now button like an addict. But something shifted on day 3. I started using what I already had. I got creative in the kitchen. I rewatched movies I already owned. I walked instead of Ubering. And you know what? It felt empowering. I wasn't depriving myself, I was retraining my brain. Urgency hit differently when I realized if you can't control a $10 purchase, you'll never control $10,000. Total saved $150 that week. Confidence gained, priceless. But I wasn't done yet. Because what if your normal spending could start paying you back? Here's a quick question. Are you using a debit card for everything? If so, you're leaving money on the table. I switched all essential spending, groceries, gas, bills, to a high-reward cashback credit card. Then I layered on apps like Rakuten and Fetch for bonus rewards on shopping I was doing anyway. By the end of the month, I earned just over $85 in cashback and gift cards, simply by redirecting the money I was already spending. No extra effort, just smarter systems. Wealthy people don't just earn differently, they spend differently. And if that triggered something in you, wait until you hear what I did next. It's the tip that most people skip, but it's the reason I hit my goal. Motivation is temporary, but automation is discipline without emotion. So I set up an automatic transfer. Every Friday, payday, 20% of my income went into a separate savings account I didn't touch. No debate, no delay, just gone. It was like giving my future self a paycheck. Even on tight weeks, it forced me to spend what was left. Not everything I earned. By automating my savings, I removed temptation from the equation. And guess what? That final transfer pushed me past the $1,000 mark. But let me be honest, none of this would have worked without the final step. The mindset shift that changed how I see money entirely. Most people fail at saving because they try to change their behavior without changing their identity. But I didn't just try to save money. I started thinking like someone who builds wealth, someone who respects their future more than their impulses. So every time I faced a spending decision, I asked, would the wealthy version of me make this move? That mental shift created clarity, purpose, power, and that mindset, it will save me more than $1,000. It'll build my first $100,000. You don't need to be rich to save $1,000. But if you can learn to do it now, strategically, intentionally, you'll build the habits that make you wealthy for life. If this resonated, hit like, subscribe to Mint Sense, and drop a comment below. Which one of these 6 strategies are you starting today? Remember, the goal isn't just to make money, it's to make money make sense.